Hi everybody, this is a bit of an impromptu video, but I sort of thought, you know what, why don't I just video this and see what happens. Anyway, so it's Naomi here from the Green Witches of Ireland, and I've been feeling very yucky at the minute. I've been in a weird headspace, like I've been feeling quite down, very unmotivated. I'm finding it hard to just like be in a good headspace. I say I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't and I do. It's sort of a mixture of things. I have a hard time accepting anything good in my life. And I'm just in a bit of a weird headspace. Anyway, that's okay. These things happen. I know that this happens with myself and I have to sort of push through it, but it's very hard to push through it because when you get unmotivated and you don't want to do anything, you don't want to do anything. Anyway, part of this reason was also, so I have my, these cards. I'll actually do this in December when I could do them. So these are all my cards for the month, or for the year. I do one every month, and I actually pick them every January. So this is courtesy of Lisa Pepez on YouTube. She's a big YouTuber in the Tarot Tube community. And you pick cards blindly and you seal them, and then you open them for the month, and then I journal prompt about them. And for me, mine was to be centered around emotions and lots of different things. So my cards were good. Like I wasn't sort of like, but I suppose really my emotion card in particular, like I got blame, which I just wasn't happy with. So, and like cards that you're not happy with, you should sit with, because if they trigger you in some way or you don't like them for some reason, you're not sure why you don't like them, those are trauma cards or trigger cards, or cards that have some sort of effect on you, and the only way to really understand that or to start healing is to sort of sit with them and journal about them. And just, even if you're not sure, journal about what feelings they have when they bring it up. You journal about, like, why don't I like it? Is it the word I don't like? Is it the feeling? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I'm in such a weird headspace at the minute that I can't even think straight. So I have already journaled about this. And I also got the Terminus card as well, which also wasn't fun. And I sort of thought, oh, well, that's just great. That's just not what I wanted. But, you know, it is what it is. So this is my journal where I put everything in. This is one of my many journals. And here is my, okay, no, that's all. Oh, I must have it here. Yeah. So I do like what's called a mind map. So it kind of looks like this. And I sort of put the emotion card in the middle, which is blame. And then I put all the other cards that I got around it, and I try to match them with things. So I try to see like where the similarities are, or where I feel things are sitting. And I got a few night cards, and I got right through the rune, the Futhart rune, which again is wagon, journey, sort of nights or journey and travel as well. I also got the Rider and the Lenormand, so that was also a big journey thing. So I don't know, I got blame, and I've put beside it need for a victim or an attacker or an excuse or a reason for closure, question mark. And then I've put here in red ink, I do not like these cards. And then I've put Terminus, and I've put terminal, no going back, the end of it, this is me, this is my anxiety. And then I've put who is this, question mark. So I you know, that doesn't really give me any answers, but it just sort of makes me feel a bit, I guess, well, let's see what happens. So anyway, that's not what I came on camera for, but I just thought I would say about that anyway. So yeah, maybe that's, I mean, the other thing is too, I'm not in a bad headspace because I got these cards, but I feel like these cards are also mirroring what's wrong with me this month. Like I just feel like I'm sort of blaming myself a lot for a lot of things that, I don't know, just, I've been talking to my little witchy sister about it, and my actual sister, and I don't know. It's a weird headspace. Anyway, that's okay. I've also been very unmotivated after being quite motivated, so I've sort of thought my abundance candle ran out. Here she is here. I don't want to move her because I'll probably knock her over. So there she is there. This is what we did in Coven weeks ago, but I love it and I have her out all the time and I refresh her all the time. So I've literally just refreshed her. I should have videoed that, but I didn't. So what I did was any bay leaves that I had in prior, I actually burned them and put them in my cauldron. And because I just sort of felt like, although the abundance is still going, I sort of wanted to just be rid of them and write new ones. Like I'm also trying to, we're in bulk energy, right? So I'm also trying to sort of be rid of things. So I sort of wanted to just burn those out of the way and just rewrite them, reword them in some way that makes sort of sense. So I've put my little wishes here in the little abundance bowl. I've refreshed her, I've put new herbs in her. She's gorge. By the way, I cannot, like, can you get it here? I buy mine from Canada because I can't find it anywhere. But it's called High John the Conqueror herb, and it comes in a root. Actually, it's a big massive root. The root's quite expensive. I just buy mine broken up because I'm going to break it up anyway. But I swear by this herb. Like, I swear by it. I always put it in my abundance bowls. I use it in anything for luck or abundance of any kind. It's my major go-to herb for anything like that. And also, so is poppy seed actually. I use poppy seed quite a bit. Anyway, this is my High John the Conqueror. Like I say, I get mine from Canada, but you might get it here, I don't know. Okay, so I refresh my abundance bowl. By the way, look at my little witch burrs that my daughter picked up. She found these at school and she brought them home for me. Aren't they cool? I'm gonna do something with them too. I'm gonna do a little spell and put them in the little holes and then seal them with wax or dip them in wax. I'm not sure yet. I just have them sitting there because I don't want them to be broken. Anyway, also I have this abundance chant laminated because this is from beautiful Stella, Witch of the Moon. So she runs the Spirit Space Collective. So this is her abundance spell, but I just really enjoyed so usually I write all of my own stuff or I modify it in some way, but I just absolutely loved how it was written and it just is perfect. So I laminated it to keep it out, but I also have it in my spell book anyway. Okay, long story short, what I'm going to do is I am feeling major financial anxiety at the minute too. That's another thing that's wrong with me. I am just anxious about money all the time. I'm anxious about the financial burden of things. I'm just, I don't know. I don't even really know why that's sort of raised its ugly head, but it has. So in my abundance bowl this month, I've put financial security, financial stability, and it's not even, I say financial, but it's not even financial, it's like resources. So your abundance bowl doesn't, sometimes money bowls, abundance bowls don't actually have to be fully about money. They can be about, abundance is abundant in your life. So if you need support, you put support in. If you need resources, you put resources in. Like on one of mine, I have put, is it here? I think it's this one. Yeah, I've actually put support, mental, emotional, and physical, because I'm just I'm in such a sort of yucky headspace that I feel like if I just put that down, I'll get it. And again, when we ask for things and we ask the cosmos, we ask the universe, or however you see that sort of etheric space, don't forget, when you ask for abundance or you do any sort of wish magic of any kind, it's really important to be radically honest if you can. We talked about that in one of our podcasts. But it's also important to know that when you ask for support or you ask for financial aid or you ask for anything sort of like that, it can come in many ways. Like, don't be so close-minded in the sense that you think, oh, it's only going to come one way and not the other. It comes in many ways. It comes liminally or mundane. It comes in, you have to be open to all the ways that it's received. So whether your boss talks to you about a secondment somewhere and it's extra money for a month, there's your little abundance, right? Or you get financial aid all of a sudden for something that's like, it could only be a month, it could be 2 months, whatever, but you know, there's your little financial support. It could be that you your doctor suggests therapy and they have a deal on, or they have a, you know, and you get like 6 free or something, and it's like, there's your support, right? There's your emotional sort of abundance. It could be that you just happen to see a group or a working, you know, a working group, or, you know, anything like that, that you go, oh, I didn't know that existed, I might go to it. Like, there's your support. Like, so it's under, those are all mundane ways that it can come, but liminally it can come in the form of, so for me, I can just feel better in the morning, or I get these sort of tingling, or these vibes that I'm being watched over, I'm being looked after, I'm being guided. It can also come in the space that, like, you know, recently I was on the phone to my mum in Ireland, and she was telling me that, so my nan has gone home. She lives in England, and my mum and dad live in Ireland, and my nan was staying with them for a month. So she's 92. I posted about her. She's, oh my God, she's amazing. Nan or Daisy. You call her Daisy, which is just like, it's hilarious that that's her name. Anyway, it's not hilarious. It's just funny because it's such a cute name. It just suits her. Anyway. So she's obviously in the witch space along with my mum and my dad as well and everything else. But my nan, actually, my mum was like, oh, it's really weird. Like, Nana was talking about things that, like, I'd never heard of before. And she started, like, telling me all these family, like, secrets of our sort of gypsy heritage. And, like, this is, like, going way back and we sort of can trace it back to Donegal. Gypsies actually isn't a term that you should use. It's I heard that actually of Pam's podcast, but I can't remember now what they prefer to be called. But anyway, this is what my nan was saying, and my great grandmother was very involved in the gypsy community, and they sort of, you know, and my mom was telling me about this like fight that they had, and this disagreement, and that this gypsy was like, you know, I'll curse you if you don't this, that, and the other, and like my great grandmother was like, I'll curse you back. And it was just really funny. Like, my mom was telling me this, and she's like, okay, I never knew this, and Nana started talking about it, and I was like, I love hearing family secrets, just even little small, just even if it's the smallest thing, like, it just makes me so happy. So sometimes something like that can bring you out. Like, that to me is like a little bit of abundance, because it's a little bit of family heritage that I didn't know, that makes me feel better. It makes me feel more connected to my witch self, makes me feel more connected to my witch ancestry and my heritage, and my grandmother and my great grandmother. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is abundance can come in many, many different ways, and you just have to be, rather than thinking, oh, this is exactly how I want it to come, be open to the possibility of it coming in many different forms, and try to be more spiritually aware of your surroundings and what you come across, and see those synchronicities and the patterns that come. Anyway, long story short, so I dressed my candle. For anyone that's curious, what do I have in here? I have star anise. I have, for her, I have rice in it, and then I have star anise. I did post about this, but I have star anise, poppy seed, High John, the Conqueror. I have a small bit of black pepper. I have calendula or calendula, however you pronounce it. I have peony leaves, because peonies to me symbolize healing. That's like an Irish thing. I have I have Job's Tears. I love these things. I love them. They look like little teeth. They're amazing, and they sound amazing in the jar. And I have more than that in there, but I can't remember. Oh, cloves. I have cloves in there. I think that might be it. Yes, I think that might be it. And I have dressed my, and cinnamon obviously, and I have dressed my candle in Lilith's road opener oil, and I have my own abundance oil that I made at summer solstice last year. I'm also going to recharge this in summer solstice this year, so I'll do that. Also very important to cleanse your space. Always do that. I either do it with a sage, or I do it with Palo Santo, or I have my own Palo Santo spray. I spray the room sometimes, or the space, but I'm very careful. When you're ever spraying any sort of oil concoction, well, it's maybe not relevant to most people, but as you can see, I have all of my tarot and oracle cards sit out. So these are them all here. They all sit around me on my spell desk. And when I have them, what I noticed one time was that I have them sitting about, and when you spray the oil, it actually can take some of the stuff off the cards. So be careful of that. Anyway, these are my Job's tears. I just want to show them because listen to the sound. Do they just sound amazing? And look, they look like little teeth. Job's tears. Anyway, they're big abundance thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do on top of this abundance, because I just feel like I need to be a little bit crafty, and I was also watching one of Danny Mystic's member videos, we're going to make a little not magic abundance slash financial charm, I guess you want to say. I'm going to use charms. So I don't use colored candles. I do have some colored candles, I think. Yes, I do, because I have some colored beeswax sheets. But mainly I use neutral colors. That's just the way I've always been. So you don't have to, you can, doesn't matter. Color is very visual to people, so if you want to use color, that's fine. But if you don't, white is always a good option. It's a neutral color, so it works for everything. So I just have white cord. But then I find this as well, and I was like, oh, I want the green vines because it symbolizes growth to me, right? And it's got that sort of plant sort of energy. So to me, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to like grow the money. I want to grow the abundance, grow the success. So we're going to intertwine the both. Let me just snip it. Always make sure you have too much than too less, because do you know how many times I've done knot magic and I've ran out of string? And I've been like, for the love of God. And yeah, so always have too much than too little. Snip that right there. Okay, that's quite a big bit, but that's all right. We'll not worry about it. Also, look at my toad crystal. I picked him up recently. Isn't he amazing? His is mookaite. I actually really love mookaite. It's a very grinding crystal, but is it a jasper? Is it from the jasper family? Possibly, I think so. I'll have two. So this is all, I've had him for years. This is my little adventurine money frog. It's a little Japanese money frog. I've had him for years. Where did I get him? Pfft, no idea. No idea. But anyway, he always brings me abundance, and I always keep him actually next to any money spells I do. But I don't have him in there because I don't want him covered in wax, so he just sits up here with my other stuff. Anyway, I have this little frog. Oh! Don't chuck him. That almost was like he hopped. So anyway, he's amazing. So he doesn't even look, does he look like a frog? Oh, he is a frog. I was going to say, I don't want him to be a toad, but anyway. Right, so we're gonna do some knot magic, and we're going to, I'm gonna put some charms on it, so I need to go and get some. So I'm just going to pause and then go grab my charms. Okay, I got my charms. I will show you them in a moment. I need to also get my crystals. My God, I don't even know where I put my crystals actually. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. That actually took forever. Okay, I have these little wool balls as well. I've had these for years. So I want to maybe pin one on. My God, I'm dropping them. What color do I want? I want a green. No, do I want yellow? Don't do everything green. I'm going to do yellow. Little yellow. I mean, I have a lot of space, but yet I have no space, you know what I mean? Okay, I want to put a little note in there too. And I want to put, these are the only crystals I have that have holes in them. Shit, that's not going to go through. Oh, it might go through a pin though. I think I want, how am I going to thread that on? I might have to thread it on. I could use pins, it's fine. We could do that. Do I want green? Let's do a green crystal. Yeah, let's do green. I've got a green. I've got a nicer green, let me see. Yeah, let's use that one. Fabulous. Fabulous. And I believe although I don't know for sure. I believe these are venturine. Okay, so what have I got? What have I got? What have I got? I'm going to do 9 knots. 9 is traditional. You can do 13 if you're doing like some sort of binding or hex. And you can do as many knots as you want, to be honest. 9 is just the traditional. So, oh, there's Alexa going off telling me to eat a snack. I mean, like, I need to eat more snacks, but it's trying to tell me that because I'm supposed to be trying to try this new thing that my doctor suggested. Anyway, that's okay. Thank you, Alexa. Right. I definitely want a bee because bees always symbolize like work to me, and I don't just expect stuff to come to me. Like, I do have to put some sort of work into it. So I think the bee is important. So 1 charm, I'm going to do the ball, which is 2. I'm going to do the note, which is 3. So I want 9 charms to go with my 9 knots. I'm going to do the aventurine crystal, which is 4. Do I want a sun or do I want a star? Do I want a sun or a star? Not sure. Oh, I've picked up 2. I want a clover because, you know. So can we see it? Yep, the little clover charm. There's my little bee charm. I don't think I showed that. Bee. Can we see it? Yeah, sort of. And then those are my little wool balls. I want a key because the key is gonna, Danny used the key, so the key is to unlock stuff, which is great. That's what I want. I don't want blockages. I want to unlock this abundance and this financial aid. I have a number 9 to represent 9 knots and things coming in 3s, which I just like. That's a very Wiccan thing. I'm not a Wiccan witch, but 9 and 3 is also very, well, not 9 in particular, but 3 in particular is a very Celtic, it's a very sacred number in Celtic lore. So, you know, it's not, doesn't represent Wiccan witchery to me. It just represents witchcraft of my own sort of heritage. So let's have that. So let's have the number 9, even though we're going to do 9 knots, I still want the 9 represented. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I think I already know. I'm going to do grapes. I've got this little grape charm. Look at this thing. Isn't he not amazing? And look, he's squishy. You can like squish him. He's like, I don't know. So the grapes are that growth, right? Where you see them ripening. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and number 9. Oh, okay. So I don't want those. Right. I either want a star, a sun, or an anchor. I kind of need longevity in this fucking thing, so I think an anchor for me is probably best. But you could do a little sun charm or a star charm if you wanted. Or no charms, you don't have to put any charms in. You can just tie like, you could tie like pieces of herbs into it, or you could just anoint your string in herbs, or you could steep it in a herb mixture, like a water and oil sort of herb mixture. And then you could tie your 9 knots and you speak 9 times for each of the 9 that you put on. I'm doing it with charms because rather than having a chant or some sort of words that I'm going to use, the charms are the symbol or the word, if you like, for what my abundance is, right? So I'm going to use 2 pieces of string just because I like them both intertwined. I like the white for the neutral, I like the green for growth. They are not the same size because I can't clearly cut correctly. That's fine. Now, how am I going to stick these babies on? I might have to put, so some of them holes are very small. I might have to use some pins. Hold please, I need to find my pins. I think they're in this drawer behind me. One sec. Okay, I found my pins. All right, I want to try and just, I either need thread or I'm going to put them on with pins, but I don't want a ton of pins on it. I'm just going to try and burn the end of this little one and see if I can it's quite thin. Oh, it's quite thin, so it might thread through some of them for me. Does it thread through this one? No, it does not. For God's sake. Well, it's never going to go through that clover. No, right, it's going to have to be pins. That's fine. Scrap that idea. This is when you get prepared before you start. Because when you're unprepared, you're a hot mess. Okay, so I'll take some pins out. That's okay. We're going to pin it, and that's fine. That's fine. We don't care. If only I had some smaller pins. I might need to buy some. Well, these aren't ginormous, but... okay. Okay. It's fine. Right. So, little trick with knot magic. I'm just gonna make this even because it's driving me nuts that it's not. Right. Just be even, will you? Okay, perfect. I've got my string. Right, so here's a little tip you can do. So you can do knot magic any way you want. Knot magic's very old magic. It can be done, it's actually super versatile. You can do it for lots of things. So it can be, like a lot of the times it's used, or well, I suppose traditionally in scriptures and things that we've read, it's used a lot for binding things. So you can bind a person, you can bind movement of a person, you can restrict movement of a person, you can restrict movement of something like I don't know, maybe like you know, you had to move out or something and you weren't ready to move out, or you had to move or something. You could like slow down the process, I guess you could say, but mind you, freezer spells to me would be better than that. But you could do stuff like that. Anyway, that's usually what it's for. It can also be used to tether things. So you can tether things to you, like your children, not in a bad way, as in like, so I've done things like this when the kids have gone on trips. I've made them little bracelets that I've like tied around their wrist and they aren't to take it off, and it like tethers them to me. It's like a, it's a physical tether, but I have the other side of it, so to me, it becomes like an astral thread to them or where they are at all times. And that's only if they go on school trips, because I worry, and just because with swimming and different things, I don't trust teachers to like look after them and stuff. Anyway, not properly. So I do that sometimes. And what else? And then obviously it can be used to capture things. So like abundance, which is what we're going to use it for today. We're going to use it to capture our abundance, capture financial aid, capture resources and support, or all the things that you need, that all the little charms that you have, or the herbs that you have, or whatever symbolizes. You could even just write 9 pieces of paper if you wanted to and just stick them in the knots, or just speak your incantation. It really doesn't matter. Any of it works. So that's what we're going to use it for. We're going to use it to tie in the abundance and capture the abundance. So when you're talking about capturing the abundance, is this an Irish thing? I don't know. But my mother actually told me this, which I never did before. And I was like, that's such a clever idea. So when you tie it, so you go to tie the knot, right? Say, and you've got a circular, you've got the circle here, part of the knot. And before you tie it, you blow through the knot. And as you blow through the knot, you tie it like that, and you capture the intention, which is great, right? And you can do the same for if you're hexing or binding. You capture the intention that you're trying to put into it. So I really like that idea, because wind to me is very magical, and it's very big in my sort of human design chart. So to me, when you tie the knot, you blow through it, and you put your charm on it, and you capture. So for me, when I go to put my charm on it, I'm going to blow through it, and I'm going to tie it, and it's going to capture the energy of that symbol, you know, that whatever it symbolizes, right? So the bee will be, I have to put the work in, right? I have to do some sort of work. I can't just expect things for nothing. All right, so let's get this done. Might speed this up in the video, but we'll see. So I'm going to tie knot 1. And oh, actually, before I do that, hold please. What we're going to do is just put them in order of how I want them. So I want the 9 knots at the end. So I'll put my little number 9 at the end. I want my growth maybe towards the end as well, so after the 9. No, I want my anchor. Oh, no, hold on. I want my anchor at the end, so maybe 9 should be in the middle. Okay, I'm going to put my ball at the front. I'm going to put my little key here, and I'm going to put my clover there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where do I want my adventurine? I think here. Here. Where do I want my note? I think at the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, great. I got 9. So, how many pins will I need? 1, 2, 3. That will probably go through. That will go through. 4. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I should have enough. Okay, great. Oh, I also want to write my note. What am I going to write on it? I feel like I just want to write help me at this point. It's just how I feel. I know I'm in such a shitty mood. I'm not trying to be, but I just can't help it sometimes. I just feel very down. I'm going to just write like aid in support. Mentally, emotionally, physically. Okay. And then we draw a little pentagram. Always draw a little pentagram. I always draw a little pentagram. Okay, I don't think, do I need it? Yeah, I might wrap it back up. Let's wrap it back up in its little scroll. Oh my god, how did it go? Should it not bend that way? Jeez. Okay, I got it. It's fiddly, but I got it. On you go, back on your little scroll. Beautiful. Okay, don't come off because I'm going to pin you. Alright. Okay, I'm starting with my scroll, so let's get my... Oh, actually, I could just tie it around like that. That's perfect. Okay, so... Do I want to tie it to both, or do I want to tie it to my string first and then wrap this around it? Quite possibly. Let's just burn the ends, because it's a mess. Ooh! Burnt my little fingers. Okay, are you gonna go in? She's gonna go in, guys. Oh, I should have used a stronger thread. Come on. Scrap that idea. That's not gonna happen. I don't think I'm gonna be able to thread any of them through that because it's too thick. Does that mean I'm gonna have to pin all of them? That's alright. We'll pin all of them then. Stuff it. Stuff it. Okay. So I'm going to do knot 1. And I'm going to think about my intention, which is my scroll and what I've written. And I'm going to just take a minute. Okay, so I've tied my first knot and I'm going to pin it. And I'm going to pin it right on the knot. There we go. Knot 2. Okay, so here's my circle. I'm just going to blow through it. Okay. I'm also going to pin, I'm going to have to pin all of them because my string's too thick and I'm not changing it, so I apologize for the noise. My kids are home from school. So hang on, let me just get it through here. Just 1 second. Okay, I've got my little bee charm on next. Okay, next I'm going to do my third knot. Say you want them evenly spaced, but it really doesn't matter because I'm just thinking now, I don't think I've made my string long enough. See, every time. That's all right. I'll make it fit. Okay, here's my little knot. Just do my little breath work through it. Now, before I put this on, because this is a little wool ball, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to anoint it with my little own abundance oil. In you go. Oh, she smells good. Oh, I'm actually going to put a wee bit of Lilith's on there too. Right, where's my pin? It doesn't matter if it gets on your hands because it's full of abundant energy, so it really doesn't matter. That's it. Pins is actually a good idea. I don't know why I thought about trying to thread them in because that would have been a nightmare. God, come on, little pinny. In you go. There you go. There you go. She's on. I'm going to do my key next. Go. Blow on it. Capture my intention through the knot. That's my little key. Put my key on there. Oh my God, go in, would you? There you go. So, oh jeez Louise. There you go. Look at that. So my key is to unlock opportunities for me, unlock any paths that might be blocked for me. So what are we on? We're on 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're on knot 5. And I'm representing the number 9 on my knot 5. So in numerology, 9 represents the unfolding of the universe. So if you think of 9, you think of the, oh, I captured a leaf in that one, that's funny. If you think of number 9, it is the universe, it is the furthest extent that you can get because 10 reverts back to 0, which reverts back to the creator. So 9 is the highest number of divinity, the highest number of the universe unfolding into itself before it returns to the creator, which is me, because I'm creating this. So already it's looking so good, right? So that's why, numbers, yes, they can have lots of different, they don't have to mean that to you, that's just because I know numerology. So 9 to me is that 3 by 3 unfolding into infinity, into the cosmos, and 3 obviously being a very Celtic number, a very Celtic divine number in very old Celtic lore. So it also represents the triple goddess, it also represents the triquarta, it represents all of that good stuff. So we are on, oh my gosh, this knot's getting messy. Come on, out you come, that's it. So we're on knot 6, and I'm going to put my little aventurine crystal in there. So the little aventurine is just my, it's like a little continuous, it's like a bit of earth energy too, because crystals come from the earth. So that's my little grounding stone. That's my little stone to say we want abundant energy, but we want that, you know, we can wish for financial success and stability and abundance in our lives and different things, but we also want it to come from a good place. We want to put good hard work into it. We want it to come with all those sort of like grounding, respectful, we want to come from a place of integrity and value, you know, things like that there. So that's what that little aventurine crystal represents to me. Okay, blow my little intention, in you get. Come on, girl, get in there. You know you want to. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, gosh. There we go. Get in. That's it. All right, wonderful. Number 7 is my clover, and my clover is just going to represent that little Irish luck. Okay, so even though I'm in a crappy headspace, I'm like, maybe I just need to channel my ancestors and just be like, look, any chance of a bit of help here? I know my other grandmother would be rolling her eyes at that. My grandmother that's in the Summerlands or the other world is German, so she's not even Irish. And she's a very strong-willed lady. She was very religious. I think at one point she was Catholic, actually. She was very spiritual. Okay, there's my little clover. And that's my dad's mother, so it must come from somewhere because he's a witch too, so. Okay, number 8 is my grapes. And that's just things that are now, that's how I want to represent it all coming to fruition. It all sort of like ripening, ready to be picked. But it also means, like, to me as well with the grapes, it's like we're just picking what we need, right? We're not taking too much, we're just taking what we need. It's sustenance to us. So it's not like financial aid or you know, to like help us buy a diamond ring. It's like for things like just to help us through every day. It's sustenance, right? So that's going to represent my abundant sustenance to me and my abundant resources. And remember to tie as you breathe through it to capture that intention. So I'm going to pin you as well. In you go, little grapies. That's it. Oh, good grief. There we go. And then my last knot is the anchor. And my last knot is representing that stability, right? So it's like we're in it for the long haul. I'm not in it for short wins. I really need to get on top of things, and I need to like face my fears, face my anxiety, and just like move forward. So I really need the anchor to like help me do that, to help me understand or remind me or remind my situation that I need to just get in a more stable headspace, get in a more stable financial situation, get in a more stable abundant situation, right? Like stop falling back into these sort of like negative headspaces that I'm in, and try to know that, you know, you have like a foundation. Try to build the foundation up, I guess, is the best way to describe it. So that is my, which is a good one to end on, right? Is the little anchor, anchoring in that abundance, anchoring in that sort of like energy that I'm looking to sort of breathe in. And again, it's a nice one to do it in bulk, because during in bulk energy we're like in those sort of potential seeds, and this is a longevity spell, right? It's not something that's going to come quickly, but it's something that I want to work on and to move forward with. So let's see where we are at the end of the year. So breathe my intention through it, tie my little knot, put my little anchor on. These are like 9 little pin charms all put on the one piece of string. How cute. Okay, she's in. Ah, she looks so good. So here she is. Here's my little intention at the start, and my B to make sure I put the work in, the little abundance ball, which again is earth energy because it's made from wool, right? It's totally natural hand-dyed wool. The key to unlock those opportunities, the number 9 representing the farthest extent of the cosmos before it returns to the creator. The aventurine, which is a little bit twisted. The little aventurine ball crystal, which is that earth energy, that grounding energy, the energy of like it just sort of like coming at a nice, slow, even pace. The little clover for our luck. The little grape for our sustenance and what we need it for and what we use it for, and we take only what we need. And the little anchor for our longevity, right? We want this to be a long sort of term thing. We want to like get on, well, I want to get on top of it anyway. So that's what the anchor is for. Okay, it's on my little vine, and you can tie it in another little loop here if you want. You can hang it on your altar, you can keep it in your bag. I am going to put this in my abundance bowl because I have just redone her. So she's going to be beautiful. Oh, to turn the whole thing. So I might just wrap her around the edge. It doesn't matter if she gets wax on her. Like, she's not going to get wax on her anyway because she's going around the edges. But I just want to like keep her in there so that she can suck up all that abundance with my little candle lit. Look, it's like a little crown. So there you go. Make yourself an abundance bowl, money bowl, whatever you want to call it. They're very old and they work brilliant, those spells. You can literally find anything off the internet to do with it. Just put your intention into it. And then if you feel like it, make a little knot spell. Make a little 9-thing knot spell if you have charms or pieces of paper or herbs, or you could even attach a bay leaf to one of them. You know, if you want to write on a bay leaf, that's a good one to do. Yeah, literally anything. Like, be creative. And that's it. And then I just keep it in my little abundance bowl, and she's just going to stay there. And I might just keep her in there constantly, actually. Well, certainly for the next 6 months. I would like to see where we are at summer solstice, which is in December here in Australia. So we will see where we are by the time summer comes around. Well, thanks for joining me. I hope this was fun, or at least interesting in some capacity. It was a bit of a messy one, but that's okay. It's what happens when you do an impromptu one. So bye for now. Love to you all. As Kira would say, keep your magic moving and be your wonderful magic witchy selves.